Good day guys, we are back. Tuloy natin yung tutorials natin. We are now in lesson number 10. We will be doing 3D views. Lang natin hinihintay nyo na yan. We'll be doing section box. We'll do the camera and we'll touch up on quick renderings in Revit. Let's open up the file that we have worked on last time. It is lesson 9. I will save this as a project and I'll just name this lesson 10. First options, make sure that it's 1 and say OK. Save. Okay, as I've said last time, lagay lang natin muna siya sa hidden line para hindi masyadong mabigat yung file. So, what are 3D views? So, 3D views by default, makikita natin dito yan. You have the default 3D view, which is the small house icon. Makikita mo din natin yung 3D view dito sa View tab. You'll see that same icon, and you click that, you will see the default 3D view, and you have the camera, and you have the walkthrough. We'll not discuss walkthrough yet, but we'll go to camera and default 3D view. So yung default 3D view nyo, you can control it, of course, using your view cube. And if you click on your shift key and just use your middle mouse button, you can easily rotate it according to your preference. So when you're in the 3D view, you can hide items if you like. So if you want to hide the trees, select one of the tree, right click on it, and say hide in view elements. Only one of them will be hidden. But let's undo that. You select the tree, right click on it, hide view, you say category, matatago na lahat ng puno. Okay? So how do you put it back? Of course, you go to your light bulb right there and you click on that and you say unhide in view and then you say category. It will gray out at lalabas na uli. Then you click again the bulb button. All right. So this is your 3D view. By default, you have one 3D view. So kung gusto mo na ma-fix na yung 3D view mo na yan, what do? You have that icon here that says unlock 3D view. So this 3D view is not locked. So if you click on this, you will have to say save orientation and lock it. So you can name this, let's say ISO 1. Click OK. So that would be automatically renamed as ISO 1 and this will be fixed. You cannot rotate it anymore. Even that is not, this will be disabled. The view cube will be disabled, but you can still zoom in and out of it. You can select the items on it. But the good thing is the angle, the view is already saved. And you can see that that thing is already highlighted there. Nakasusi na siya. The padlock there is already in yellow. All right. That's 3D views. So this is your ISO 1. If you go to your 3D views now, if you expand that, you have ISO 1. And then if you click again, your default 3D view, lalabas uli yung 3D view mo, which you can again edit. And so if you want the other side, let's say rear view, something like that, and then you can just do that again. Of course, we've just done that earlier, so we don't want to do that again, just for the sake of exercise. But that's how you increase the number of 3D views in your windows, right? Dito, gawin natin yung section box. What is section box? If you go to your project browser, you have something here. No, here in your, in your 3D view here. Tago muna natin to. You can see here, you have the section box. That is unchecked by default. But if you check that, meron lalabas dyan na section box. That's what you call the section box. The one that is just highlighted in blue is your section box. And you see these buttons at each of the faces of the box. That's where you can manually adjust the section. Yan, binuksan mo na yung building. Of course, this is what architects like. You want to see inside the building. You want to cut it, something like that. So you have a view like that. So you want to keep this view. So what do? You lock it, save orientation. Let's say uh, ISO ISO 2. Say okay. Oh, save na yan. Hindi na magagalaw. Okay. So you don't want to show this um, section box. What do? Do you uncheck there? No. What you do is you just right click on it and you say hide in view elements. Okay, it will still be hidden. Bakit? If you don't do that, let's do undo. If you uncheck this, what's gonna happen? Babalik siya. Alright? So let's undo that. Put it back. So if you want to keep this, let's hide this. Hide that in view element. But if you want to start again with the same view, ano gagawin natin? What we do is you go back to your browser, user interface. Let's have the project browser. Bibilisan lang natin because we're trying to limit the time on our video. Okay, ISO 2 sectional. Right click natin. Then we duplicate the view. So you have two views now which are the same. So kung gusto mo, dito sa kabila, you can unhide the section box. Oops, sorry. Right click, unhide in view elements. Yan na. And then what you do is you uncheck it here. Babalik siya doon sa yun natin. But it's still locked. So you cannot rotate that. Of course, you can unlock that. And you can move it from there. And while you still have the other 3D. Alright? Let's go quickly to our camera. Ideally, if you're doing external views, 3D exterior views, you go to your site plan. So if you want to take a view from here, looking that way, you go to your camera, position your camera somewhere, and then you just drag it. And ideally, I would like to have it with a far clip, you know. And then these buttons can be adjusted and to show the crop view. And then of course, if you want to adjust, you can click the shift key and then you can just rotate using your middle mouse button. And of course, you can still zoom in and out to adjust. And of course, you can adjust your view according to your preference. All right. So for example, you have applied the materials, you're done with modeling, you want to do a quick render. How do you do that? You just go to your view tab, nandiyan na tayo, click on render. The render dialog will come out. Setting, let's set it to uh, custom. And you say um, printer, let's make it 300 dpi, exterior, sun only, blah blah. If you want, let's put a cloudy background. You can adjust the exposure later on, and let's try what happens. So rendering speed will depend on the speed of your computer. On my part, I hope that this renders quickly, so you don't need to wait so long. Taking now 16 seconds. Hopefully not that long. This should be done in like 45 seconds. Ayan na, 30 seconds. So wala pa naman tayong mga materials, of course, and the design is awful. But that's the quick way of creating your rendering in Revit. One more thing. Let's say you don't want a cloudy background. Let's change the background to color. Select the color. Say you want it blue. Let's render that again. So that's what's gonna happen. You will have a blue background easily. Another 30 seconds. So you wanna change the background to have a transparent background. So you can montage it to let's say a surrounding, which is a site where you can superimpose the rendering to the actual site. So you can just click on render and let's see what's gonna happen. So those of you who are very familiar with photo editing softwares, you know what this checkered background means. That means it's transparent, right? So pwede na natin ilagay yan dun sa actual site natin, and you can see the your building popping out of the actual site. So that's your lesson number 10. I hope to see you again on the next video. Please stay with me and thank you for subscribing and for liking the videos. Thank you very much. Magandang araw po.